So good morning. So as the last week is gone, every time I do a Gary short challenge video, I highlight one car, and then I talk about my collection of that brand to date. So today I'm going to be talking about Auto World. So when I got back to collecting diecast after many years, about a year and a half ago or so, I started watching YouTube videos, and I hadn't been in a toy section in a store for so long, and I learned about Auto World. And the first Auto World that I bought online on eBay, and that is the beautiful 1966 Mercury Comet Cyclone GT you see here, and the details were what got me. I mean, as opposed to Greenlight, which are very good, which have very chunky, fat tires, Auto World claims to be true 164, and I believe it. And the tires, therefore, are not these overly wide, but they seem very proportional for the model. So this is a mid-sized car, and this would have had 14-inch wheels, and it's from the 1960s, where tires were skinny. And as I started to say in the previous videos, some models have opening hoods, others don't. Let's see. So this beautiful vintage muscle 72 Ford Mustang Mach 1 in this, like, I call it root beer brown, I don't know what to call it, is stunning. The details are beautiful, but I don't believe the hood opens on this. And this very, very nice 64 Ford Galaxy 500 XL is in a factory color. Again, the tires are skinny because it's the 1960s. They're white walls, and they have very realistic wheel covers. And I think this one has an opening hood, so I don't know how they decide which one will have opening hoods. And you're saying, Auto World, Joe, what are these? Because the big craze in Auto World is the square body trucks. And I bought them because, although I'm a Ford guy, my very first truck was a Chevy square body pickup. So I'm not immune to trends totally. And they make so many different square body trucks, it is maddening. So there's this very stock 1973 Chevy, I believe. And then, so this is a C10, meaning it's a two-wheel drive truck. This is the K10, and it's slightly lifted. And here you can see now they're big chunky tires, but on a lifted truck they would be big chunky tires. And all of the square bodies, don't prove me wrong, I believe all of the square bodies have opening hoods with nicely painted engines. Auto World has no lensed details that I've ever seen. All of them are painted, whether it be the cars or the trucks. Here is the third of the square bodies that I have, which is this beautiful K10 step side lifted. And my very first truck was a 1981 Chevy K10 step side. It was not lifted like this, but no. So I'm sure that most people in the United States are familiar with Auto World. They are a very detailed brand. We're going to move the square bodies off here. And they don't just do the old square bodies, but I mean, here is the new Chevy Trail Boss pickup. And very authentic. This has like a sport appearance trim with the black wheels and the black trim and the black. And another party trick that Auto World has, it's one of the few that has an operating tailgate. And for the most part, They don't have issues where if you put the tailgate down, it doesn't go up or it falls off. I've I am yet to run into any quality control issues with AutoWorld. Lift the hood and it's a massive black plastic, but I have news for you. If you go to a Chevy dealership and lift the hood, it's a massive black plastic. So we can criticize as how, well, it's not a very detailed under hood, but then again, these days modern cars aren't. And to have a little square, little balance for all the Chevy trucks, of course, I love Ford trucks, so I have several models of the late model Ford F-150 in different trims. This being their XLT Sport, I believe. I'll show you in a second. So actually, I have this one, which is just a black version of that silver one. And so generally, Auto World, they used to be under 10,000 models each. Now with the square bodies, I think they're 18,000. So for people that are collecting for exclusivity, then you want to go for a chase, an ultra red or an ultra raw. I have none of those. I do not chase, quote unquote, chase vehicles or limited editions. So this one here is the same as the silver. It is a 2019 Ford F-150 XLT Sport. That one's in silver. This one's in black. They're identical. This one has the paint code here, agate black, which is actually not a paint code I'm familiar with. Mine is my Ford is shadow black, but I mean they have different names. Shadow black, tuxedo black. So I've had this black one for a while. Let's get that opened. This is like Darth Vader's personal pickup. Everything's black. The black trim, black wheels, black paint job. You can see the ghost paint, or ghost, the matte black stripes here that sort of match the black here on top of the glossy black. I knew this black one wouldn't appear so easy on film, but I wanted it anyway. And then so I honestly don't have as many Auto World trucks as you would think, or as Auto World is. It is one of my favorite brands. Again, this blue one, which is the FX4 F-150, highlights the fact that the lights are just painted. And sorry. Yeah, if I was gonna ding Auto World, it would be just that. They make a maddening variety of square bodies to the point, to me, where it's just getting absolutely stupid. But people love them, and if you build it, they will come. If you build it, people will buy it. So just to contrast real quick on this Ford F-150, here is a Greenlight F-150, and Greenlight has the lensed headlights and the chrome grille. Greenlight does not do the opening tailgate, but they both do pretty good details. I will not ding Greenlight. They're both 164. Auto World stated true 164, and I believe them. So here's the thing. Where would I grade Auto World for collectability? Oh, I think that's easy. I'd grade them in the United States as an A minus, probably one of the no-brainer collections. Not an A or A plus, an A minus. So to explain the A minus, why not a perfect A or A plus? So the pros. If your local Walmart stocks them on the pegs. Price. These trucks cost me $5.50. I'm actually, there goes one of my Auto Worlds I nearly forgot to pull out. to prove that I'm not just totally Ford biased. This Chevy Impala, 1962. The trucks were $5.50. This was $4. I think it was $3.97 on the pegs in Walmart. And that caveat is if your local store carries them. These older ones with the boxes, I purchased online, so I paid a premium because they're no longer. But the trucks, these trucks, and even the square bodies, I was able to find most of them on the pegs. So if your local store carries them, the prices are very reasonable. They do sell out quick, but they're very reasonable. The details are very nice. The variety is getting so much better. Now the downside to collecting Auto World, especially if you're a completionist, and if you are, I am so sorry for you. Originally, they were limited numbers, so they were under 10,000 of each model. And I'm just dealing with the premium. I didn't even pull out the quote-unquote deluxe versions because they no longer make that line, and that's the lesser line. So the detractions are if you miss finding them in the store, online the prices will double. If you want to chase, oh my God, it's a bidding war. And as good as the details are, they are not Tomica Limited vintage level details. They're not, they have the obvious, they are the heaviest diecast vehicles in their class. The metal body, metal base, great details. But I mean, if you compare the Hot Wheels Galaxy to this, the Hot Wheels looks like a toy, and this looks like a shrunk down real car. But so an A minus for collectability in the United States. Now, I know that from watching Feck's Death, that they're now available in Australia. I believe Tyrone even mentioned that. So availability is improving for our overseas brothers and collecting brothers and sisters. I know that they're going to be available in the UK and Europe, but again, tough to find, probably hobby dealers only. But and considering they are one of my favorite brands, you would think I have more than this. So what do I have? 8, 12, 12 of the Auto World Premium, and 2 of the Deluxe. So it's a thing where if you miss it when it originally comes out, or if it's not a square body where they make 18,000 of them, they will be tough to find. And the details aren't the absolute top of the. I mean, it's just the lack of lensed headlights. Any other factor? I mean, the paint jobs are beautiful. I've never seen a quality issue on an Auto World like I have with M2, Greenlight to a lesser degree, even Kyosho. But so I think they're a great value. I think they're a great model, a great asset in the collection. So here's my question to you guys overseas: how readily available are Auto World? Do you collect them in the UK, Australia, Europe? Do you think they're a fair price? As I said, on the pegs here in the United States, this was between $3 and $4. This was roughly $5. I think it was $4.97. I mean, and again, I even forgot I do have one more. I'm forgetting my own collection. I can just see my brother Bob looking at the computer screen and saying, "Joe, you forgot one." If you want a dizzying array of collectibles, how about these Jeep Wranglers? There have got to be a dozen. I think a dozen is short selling. I think there's more than a dozen variations, trim levels, and paint schemes of these Jeep Wranglers. And I bought this single one because I refuse to, unlike with the square bodies where I have three, I refuse to fall down that rabbit hole. And that's the danger of collecting Auto World. There are so many. There are so many. I mean, there are so many variations on the square bodies and the Jeeps that to chase them all could be very difficult and very frustrating. So this has gotten the highest rating of a brand for collectability that I've given this week. But I think they're that good, and I want to know your thoughts on it. As a reminder, last night's video on RMZ City was the contest video. The contest drawing will be next weekend. So to find out the rules for the contest, you have to watch last night's RMZ City video and comment. And you must be subscribed. I must be able to see your subscription. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. It's finally a little sunny and warming up here in New York, so we're going to try and get out today and see the world. Talk to you soon.